The second to last video clip is from the YouTube channel called More to Life. His reaction says it all. I will put a link to his video in the description. Many men have experienced the type of women in these video clips. I'm going to let you watch the videos, then I will tell you what these women's future will be. I will be 60 in April, and I've seen this over and over again, and each time it ends the same way. The last video clip is from the channel called Legion of Men. I will put a link to his video in the description. You gotta watch his video. The woman's ex-husband got a new woman, and she is very bitter, very bitter. I did not put her showing her bitterness in this video because it would have made this video too long, but you gotta hear what she has to say. The woman is crazy, bitter, and delusional. Yes, there is a difference between crazy and delusion, and she shows it. What she says and the host's reaction says it all. These types of women all end up lonely, resentful, and bitter. And they can never admit that they were wrong or made a mistake. Do not forget to subscribe and all that stuff. Or you can send me money and I promise I will only spend it on cheap women and alcohol.
Why would I take someone seriously when clearly they're not taking me seriously at all?
Yeah, especially because we're all like in our early 20s. Like this is the time
to like explore and find yourself too.
Exactly.
When you say explore and find yourself, does that mean just like get run through by a bunch of dudes? Just
no.
I just want to translate.
Where did you get that? I'm just translating literally here. Finding who you are. Like
you can make fun of anything you want. I will never be offended. This quote offended me.
Really?
This quote actually offended me. I'm supposed to wait. I'm supposed to wait while you Chad Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to wait
while you're on the
all the time in your 20s while you're going around on the merry-go-round. I'm supposed to like sit here and wait, bro. That's the thing that happens. Like you guys don't understand. Like this idea that we're supposed to wait while you go have your wild 20s, and then when you're ready to settle down, then you'll give beta males a chance. As a man, I'm supposed to wait until you find me taking out the trash. Yeah. Hopefully, you'll find it at some point.
Right.
Yes, because you can't get nothing at that point.
Man, that with every fiber of my being, bro. That is like, to me, that was that quote is just so offensive.
Turned 28 3 weeks ago, and I've been freaking out about that for the whole year, really, because if I had asked younger me, I thought by 28 my life would be so together. I thought I would have been married by now. I thought I would have had kids by now. Like, I look at my mom, by the time that she was my age, she had an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. The ironic part is that it's not for lack of a partner. Like, I feel like a lot of times the people who don't have those things yet is because they haven't found that person yet to do those things. But I've been in a long-term relationship for the last 9 years, since I was 19 years old in college, and it hasn't been an easy journey. Like, we did break up twice during that, but we kept finding our way back to each other. But my thing is, being on this growth journey for the last couple years, I've started questioning a lot of what do I actually want for myself outside of what society kind of conditioned me to want growing up. So I've been questioning marriages. I've been questioning having kids. Meanwhile, having an amazingly beautiful partner who wants all those things. And there's a part of me that wanted so badly to give all that to him, because I know he's going to be an amazing husband. I know he's going to be an amazing father. But I look back to the dreams that I had when I graduated college and the things that I feel like I didn't go for because I was scared of failing, and instead I chose safety and security. Like, I remember at that time my biggest dream was to travel the world. Like, I wanted to be a digital nomad and build an online business so I could work from wherever and just travel. I've also always been a city girl at heart. Like, I lived in Philadelphia. I lived about 20 minutes out of the city, which was great and convenient, but I always wanted to live like in an apartment where I could just walk out and walk wherever I needed to go and just be in the middle of it. So I decided, like, just because I'm turning 28 doesn't mean my whole life is over. Like, it's not too late to go for those things and try for those things. So then I started having conversations with my boyfriend about how that's what I really wanted to make the next year about, is like going for those dreams and traveling and moving to the city. And after a lot of conversations, it just seems like that's not what he wanted. He just turned 30 this last year, and he wants that stability, and he wants to build for the future, and he wants marriage and kids. And pretty much what I wanted was the exact opposite. Like, I'm pushing that further down the line for the sake of going out and traveling. In the last couple weeks have been the most heartbreaking thing of realizing that in order for us both to get what we want, we might not be able to do that together. And it's one thing to like end a relationship because something really bad is happening. Somebody cheated on you or they were doing you dirty, but it's a whole nother thing when there's like so much love there, but just your paths aren't aligned anymore. Weeks of heartbreaking conversations led to me moving back home, and the life that I had built with him for the last 9 years is done, and now I have to learn to build a new one for myself.
So this man wants the security, right? She had it with him. As you see, she's crying about it. She wants to give all that up and be a digital nomad and a passport, sis. That's what she just said. Forget what you're saying. I got a good man at home. Forget that good man at home. I'm going to leave and go be a passport, sis.
After 4.5 long years, it is finally over.
Oh.
It's over. I am now a divorced woman. And
where's the happiness? Why are there tears? Usually the mainstream tries to tell women that they're liberated when they get divorced, that they're in power, that it's going to be so awesome to be free on the streets prowling again for strange. Why the tears?
Knew when this happened and when I got the final word, I knew I would have different emotions, and I tried preparing for them. But I don't know how you actually prepare for it, because what I feel like is like someone punched me in my stomach, in my gut, and just like took my air out of my body.
Oh.
And there's this sadness inside of me that like it's going to somehow affect our grandchildren and generations to come, and I just hate that, I hate that.
Why'd you do it then?
And God, I wish I hated him. Oh my gosh, I wish I hated that man, but I don't hate him.
What the hell? It's rationalization we're trying to do here. Okay.
I'm going to be okay. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'm going to leave my home that I've been in for 20 years.
Why?
And rebuild a life that...
Stop the cap.
No, you're not.
Wasn't supposed to be alone. It was supposed to be with him.
Why?
But don't get confused. Do not get confused. My life is good and I am blessed.
Here's the cope.
But it's still hard. Rebuilding your life at 51 years old. Trying to find a place to live. Probably relocating to a new city or a new state.
So you're leaving your grandkids too. Jeez,
but I'm going to do this.
Good luck.
You just watch and see. I'm going to be better than ever.
That's delusional.
I've got
cope.
this.
Wow, dude. You see this?
I mean, I have to be completely honest with myself, which I don't enjoy doing, because then I have to see all my faults and all of the things that I did that led up to the end of my marriage, the breakup of relationships, and that's the hard part. But I'm going to do the hard part because I'm not going to continue this pattern. I've had this pattern my whole entire life, and I refuse to continue. So from now on, instead of talking so much about what happened or what was done, as I like to say, maybe to me, which makes me sound like a victim, and I'm not, I am going to focus on my role in things and what was broken inside of me that allowed the things to happen.
That's a good point. That one works.
I knew not to get married. Pretty long time ago, knew not to do this, but I did it anyway. Why? Fear? Yeah. What were my fears? Afraid of being alone. I was a single mom with 5 children.
Holy shit.
And here came this man that I thought was going to rescue me and save me.
Oh my God.
And he did, actually. He did.
Wow.
But the problem was, by allowing that.
Okay, see, it was great. We were very self-introspective. We were getting to the bottom of our deepest fears and traumas, figuring out how we ended up in this position. I was with it until then. Until she said, I was a single mom of 5 kids. Mr. McSimpy came and actually saved me. Still saved me while I was broken. And I strung him along, and after my 5 kids have now all gone to college and become productive members of society, and he footed the bill for every single one of them, it is time to work on myself, be alone, divorce this man, take everything from him. He has no use for me anymore. You see how much they care? Wow. Wow. I thought we were going to have something positive here.
To happen, I put my whole being into this man.
I know you did it.
And I was no longer myself anymore.
Okay.
So I have been spending the last few years trying to figure out who the hell I am. Why I do the things that I do.
Could have did it with him.
It's 5 kids. Fun.
5.
This woman is 51 years old, and she is still talking about trying to find who the hell I am, why I do the things I do.
This is just me walking around part of downtown Chicago. This area is called the Magnificent Mile, and this is the Water Tower Mall. The last time I was at this mall was in 1992, and 60% of this mall is now gone. It looked like they cut out 60% of this mall. This mall was big and grand, and now it is a shadow of what it once was. I have shown various video clips where each woman did the same thing but for different reasons. They all said that they will be missing out. Adults do not say such things. Adults say that these are the things I would like to achieve. These are my priorities or the things I must achieve currently and in the future. These are the resources I currently have. These are the resources I might be able to attain in the future. And we work jobs we might not like because it will help us attain our goals. We live in places we might not like because it's what we can currently and in the future can afford. I keep saying that these women are children in adult bodies. I will be 60 in April, and I have known women of all ages and all races do this, and it all ends the same way. Many women are living in a dream world, a fantasy, and most of the time as they get old, like in their 70s or 80s, they never fully face reality. Men live in reality. Men live with what we are given and what we can truly achieve. I do not know any adult man who said that he thinks or feels like he will be missing out. Men look at the facts, assess the situation, consider what is truly important, and then move forward. It sounds like this is what this woman did, but in reality, this is not what she did. She said that her man would have made a good husband and a great father, but she wanted to see the world, and with other women might say, to see other men work on their careers or whatever. I have heard it all. Here is her future. Currently, she has no money and had to move back home with her parents. It also indicates that her career choice does not pay her a lot of money. So, if she has no money and no real way of increasing her income, then how is she going to become a digital nomad? Most digital nomads had a good paying job or a reliable source of income before they became digital nomads. Yes, she can learn some type of computer programming, but this still takes time and money. Because she is 28 years old, time is what she does not have. These type of women or people never achieve their dreams. And the reason why is because they never think about how much money it will cost, how much money they can make. And this is why many women pick college degrees that do not pay a lot of money and then complain that they have no money. This is one of the reasons why they require a man to have money, so that they can use his money to attain stuff they themselves cannot achieve. Thus, they never look at all of the facts or fully assess the situation. They have to get a job and save money to get started, which is hard to do because most jobs at her level do not pay a lot of money. Therefore, it might take her 5 years to save enough money to go on one trip. She said that her man was a good man, This means that some woman is going to come along in the next 1 to 2 years and snatch him up. He will be married within the next 1 to 2 years, while she will be struggling to attain a dream she will never achieve. Plus, she will still be chasing a dream after she is 30. She will never be involved in another serious relationship. And around 40, she will start facing some parts of reality. She will never have children, never get married, and never make enough money to start her dream. Many women are envious or jealous of the Passport Brothers movement because no matter how old a man is, he can go overseas, find a good woman, get married, and have children. So we can change our careers to computer programming and attain virtual employment. Then a 60-year-old man can move overseas, find a good woman, get married, and have children. Women cannot do this. They might have money, but most men overseas do not want a westernized woman. When men go overseas, especially in the Philippines, no matter how old a man is, it's like he's starting over at age 20. The following are a few of the women I know who did what this woman did. Pam, Lisa, Tony, those women got dogs. Eva got a cat, and Mary turned gay. Her turning gay had nothing to do with me. She had 3 other boyfriends after we broke up. Plus, I know that Pam and Tony are taking antidepressants. They never think about all the future costs, about what all the costs may actually be.